Good morning, everybody. I'm Kylie Morgan. Welcome to another fast and effective yoga workout from my new series, Namaste on the Road. I am currently on tour and wanted to bring you guys some hotel workouts that you can do anywhere. I just drove from Pittsburgh last night, played a show there, and now we are in DC. And I'm so excited. We're playing Paradise Rock Club tonight. But before we do that, I'm going to get a quick workout in with you guys, and then we're going to go see some of the sights. So I'm pretty excited about it. But until then, we're going to focus on a cardio, pretty heavy cardio, as well as some booty workout moves that you can do throughout your yoga practice. Implement both of them. I hope that you feel longer, leaner, more awake after this, and let's get started. We're going to start at the top of our mat today, or the top of your hotel floor, as I am doing, and we're going to get straight into our flow. So what I want you to do is inhale your arms overhead. Grab your opposite wrist and lean from side to side, really opening up the sides of the body. If you just woke up like I did, this is a great way to just kind of wake up your nerves, wake up everything that you have been resting throughout the night. And go ahead and clasp your fingers behind you, expand through your shoulders, and just forward fold. Let your hands go in front of you. Feel your shoulders open up and your hamstrings. Exhale, let your head hang heavy. Getting right into this forward fold. Stay here and just breathe for 5, 4, 3, let it go, 2, 1, and release your hands. Go ahead and halfway lift, flat back, bring your hands to your shins and walk out into your first plank. We're gonna get right into it because, again, with these 10-minute flows, you don't have a lot of time, so hopefully you have enough time to get a little bit of a warm-up in, but if not, this is also a great warm-up. So I want you to press the floor away, zip up your belly button towards your spine, and just stay right here. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and come into your first downward facing dog. Hips go back, and go ahead and pedal out your feet here. Right and then your left, bringing each heel closer to the mat as you feel your hamstrings open up even more each time for 4. Exhale, 3, even the arches of your feet opening up, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Roll forward, come back into that plank, almost like the wave of an ocean, and then I want you to bend your knees, go back into your downward facing dog. So this is going to be a little short flow, but you're going to do that same thing 4 times. So roll forward. Exhale, bring your chest towards your thighs, downward facing dog. Exhale, roll forward. Feel that opening in your shoulder blades. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time. Good. It should feel opening in your neck as well. Downward facing dog. All right, let's come back into that plank. And then feel free to take knees, chest, chin if that's too much for you to do a full-on chaturanga. Or if you're ready to get up and go, I want you to glide your elbows next to your body, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Look up and exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing. I want you to walk your hands back towards your feet. And now let's take a little bit of a wider leg forward fold here. So grab your opposite elbows, sway side to side, let your head hang heavy. This is really feeling it in my hamstrings. I did some deadlifts yesterday, and I am currently feeling that. And go ahead and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, coming up all the way into mountain pose. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears and away. All right, we're going to warm up even more by doing some walkouts. So what I want you to do is go ahead and roll forward into that forward fold, walk out into your plank. You're going to bring your right knee in, your left knee in, and then go back into that forward fold, walking your hands back. Roll up vertebrae to vertebrae, arms go up, inhale. Exhale, go right back down. So we're going to do 5 of these. So you walk out into that plank. Go ahead and bring your knees in towards your chest. As soon as you do that, walk back and roll back up. And make this fluid. So go ahead and match your breath to your movements. Right knee, left knee, walk it back. And try and exhale as you bring your knees in on the exertion, just to get that extra little burn there. And walk it back out. You guys are doing great. Stay with me. Good. Roll up, reach up, look up, and take it down. Last two here. Really, this is a full body warm up. Feeling everything just kind of release from your night's sleep and get ready for your day. Last one, forward fold. Right knee, left knee. Go ahead and stay in this plank for me for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down to your knees and let's do some cat-cows. Inhale, go ahead and gaze up, look up. Exhale, chin towards your chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, roll forward. This is a great counter pose to those planks, just to open up your shoulders and your neck. Exhale. Beautiful. All right, let's get straight into that booty work. So what I want you to do is you're going to stay on all fours. Your right leg is going to come behind you, and we're just going to do pumps here. So what I want you to focus on is keeping both of your hip bones towards the floor. It's really easy to open up to one side, and that's when your balance gets wonky. So both of your hip bones stay towards the floor, and then you're just pumping using that right glute muscle. Belly button is towards your spine. You want that flat belly. Your gaze is about 2 feet in front of you. You don't want to really hurt that neck by either looking up like this or looking down like that. 2 feet in front of you. Good. And moving on to the next move in 3, 2, 1. We have rainbows. So your right foot goes towards the opposite side, and then you're going to go all the way towards the other side, tapping your toe each time. So I don't know if you guys notice this, but when I do booty work like this, I tend to actually feel it more in my left glute than I do in my right, because that's our stabilization. That's what's keeping us kind of balanced and making sure we don't fall. That's working a lot as well. So again, this is really getting into the booty, the glutes. Stay with me. You guys got it. Last 2. And last one. Good. Now I want you to come back on all fours, and now we're going to do fire hydrant. So I'm going to face towards the other way just so you can see what it looks like from this side. You're just going to bring your knee up and keep that 90-degree angle from your knee towards your heel, and then take it back down. I also use my abs a lot in this, especially my right obliques. I can feel those a lot, so if you tend to be like, Kylie, my abs are burning too, you know why. Breathe out on that exertion as you lift your right knee. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Go ahead and shake out. Hit that booty a few times, and we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So now your left leg goes back, and we have those pumps. Same thing, hip bones towards your mat or towards your hotel carpet. Good. Belly button towards your spine, zip it up, neck is neutral. And really focus your attention on that left glute. It really helps me to focus on the muscle that I'm working, so that way I don't tend to counteract and put the work in other muscles that shouldn't be working right now and kind of have that bad form. Last 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Let's get those rainbows going back and forth. Whew, I am already feeling it in my booty. Also, traveling, you don't get as much time to work out, so I've noticed that the times I do get to work out, it's usually a lot shorter distances, or not enough time to really get the sweat that I want, but if you don't use it, you lose it. So here we are. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Whew, I am feeling that. All right, come back on those all fours. Feel free to shake out whatever you need to shake out, and let's do those fire hydrants. Here we go. This is also a great hip opener. So after this, we're going to do some glute stretches as well as some hip openers because it is so easy to get tight hips when you travel. We carry a lot of stress in our hips, especially if you're on airplanes or in cars. You can hold a lot of tension there. So I'm going to show you guys some glute stretches as well as some hip openers. Good, last 3. Ooh, I felt my hip pop. Last 2. And last 1. Go ahead and tuck your toes under, send your hips back, downward facing dog. Ooh, stretch it out. Amazing. Good. And rise up onto your tiptoes. Go ahead and come back into that forward fold. Now I want you to take your peace sign fingers, grab your big toes, inhale, halfway lift, and then come all the way down with your belly on your thighs. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to get your belly on your thighs. And I already feel that as an opening in my hamstrings and also in my glutes. And breathe for 4. Let go whatever you need to let go for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and roll up all the way into a standing position. And now it wouldn't be cardio yoga without a little squat jumps or chair pose into a jump if you want to look at it that way. So what I want you guys to do is come to the center of your mat, come into that low squat. Feel free to bring your hands up overhead as in you're in chair. So your feet are about hips distance apart. Inhale your hands towards your heart and we're jumping. So modification here is to just come up onto your tippy toes. You're also going to feel it in your booty and in your calves. This is one of my all-time favorite moves. Many reasons, but for one, I saw that it's in Carrie Underwood's leg workout as one of the main moves, so that's what I'm aiming for. So I'm taking you guys with me. This is great for your cardiovascular system as well as your lower body. Even a little bit of an ab move because you're sucking your belly in. Feel your belly button towards your spine for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it all the way down into a forward fold. Heel toe your feet out. Come into that malasana squat. So if you have a block or a pillow, if you're in your hotel room and you're like, this is not happening, Kylie, go feel free and put it underneath your booty to give yourself some space here to open up. And breathe. Incredible job. And I like to advance this and just get a little bit more of an inner thigh stretch. I put my fingertips on the floor and I use my elbows as leverage to press away my knees to open up even a little more in your inner thighs. And when you're ready, malasana squats. Hands come down, wide-legged forward fold. Go ahead and go towards the right. Feel even your right IT band open up, the right side of your leg, and towards the left. Amazing job. Come back to center. Hands come on your hips and your back stays straight. You're gonna come all the way up. You're gonna turn your heels in and you're gonna come into horse pose or goddess pose, who's ever joining us. First, I want you to just open up by taking your right hand to your right knee and your right shoulder towards your mat, side to side. This is similar to malasana squat, just a little bit more of an active stretch. Good. And come back to center, hands towards your heart, and we got pulses. Here we go. Try and aim for your knees to go towards the back, but also your torso staying straight. See, I just found myself doing that. So leading with your heart. Good, stay. Here we go, you got it. Ooh, I can feel it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Star pose. Oh, thank the Lord. And let's go ahead and just face towards the front of your mat. And you're just gonna come straight into a crescent lunge. So what this looks like, it's like a high lunge. So your back heels off your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. And one of my favorite glute stretches, or as Peloton would say, one of the greatest stretches of all time. Left hand comes down towards your right foot and your right arm goes towards the sky and twist. Feel that opening in your right glute, twisting from your belly button. Good, hands frame your front foot. Go ahead and rise back up into that crescent. And all you're gonna do is turn and switch. So you're just gonna do the other side. Coming down in the crescent lunge on the opposite side that you just did. And sink a little lower, shoulders away from your ears. Feel that opening in your right hip. And your right hand comes down, left arm goes up, twist it out. Come back down, frame that foot, rise back up into that crescent lunge on the left side or opposite side. Both feet or both legs go straight and come towards the front of your mat. Hands go on your hips and heel toe your feet together. So I'm about to show you guys one of my all-time favorite hip stretches, and then we are home free. A little bit more than a 10-minute class, but I promise it'll be worth it. All you're gonna do is an active stretch here, and it's a standing pigeon. So you're going to bring your right heel on top of your left knee. Arms go up or come to your heart. Maybe circle out that ankle if that feels good. And other side. This is one of my favorite warm-up stretches before I go on a run. We're gonna be doing a lot of walking today, so I feel like I'll be happy with this. Hands towards your heart. And release, inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, bring it in. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another episode of Namaste on the Road. You guys are always incredible, and I will see you at the next class or the next show. Namaste.